There will be storms in life. There will be moments when the waves tower over us and the winds threaten to push us off course. But let me remind you that storms don't come to break us, they come to make us. Every storm that has swept across your path was sent to refine you, to build you, to teach you resilience. When those storms hit, anchor yourself in your purpose. Let your why be the anchor that keeps you grounded. The storms may rage, but when you're anchored in a purpose, you don't just survive the storm. You thrive in it, you become stronger because you know what you're standing for, not I, in life's most challenging storms. Purpose becomes your anchor. When all else seems unstable and the winds threaten to sweep you away, it's that inner purpose, the profound understanding of why you are here, what you stand for, that keeps you rooted. It's easy to lose sight of this in turbulent times, to feel lost or adrift. But purpose has a power that transcends circumstance. Purpose is not just a fleeting goal or a momentary desire. It is the deeper calling that shapes everything you do and gives meaning to your journey, even when the path seems obscured by darkness. Anchoring yourself in purpose means making a deliberate choice to hold on to something that goes beyond your temporary situation. It is understanding that your existence has meaning and that there is a reason for what you're enduring, even if that reason isn't yet clear. Purpose is your compass, guiding you when visibility is low, helping you make choices in the face of uncertainty and giving you direction in the face of doubt. Many people approach life like a ship drifting without a destination, but those who are anchored in purpose have a destination in mind. No matter the force of the storm, they hold steadfast, knowing their true calling keeps them secure. There's a transformative power in knowing why you do what you do. Purpose gives you strength that isn't based on external conditions, it's internal, unwavering, and resilient. When challenges arise and hardships feel overwhelming, it's tempting to abandon ship, to let go of what you've held on to because it feels too difficult to continue. But when you are anchored in a purpose that resonates deeply with you, it becomes a force that keeps you steady. Instead of focusing on the enormity of the storm, you focus on what lies beyond it and on who you are becoming in the process. Purpose reminds you that the journey is worth it, that the storm will pass, and that you have the fortitude to make it through. Purpose is not passive. It requires intentional engagement with your values, your dreams, and your beliefs. It requires asking yourself hard questions about what truly matters and why you are willing to endure the trials you face. You cannot be anchored in something vague or superficial. Your purpose must be something that resonates deeply, that moves you at your core. It is the essence of who you are and what you stand for. When you connect with that essence, you are able to face any storm with courage and conviction because you are standing on solid ground. You know that no matter how much the winds howl, your roots are deep and you will not be moved. Anchoring yourself in purpose is not about denying the storm or pretending it doesn't exist, about refusing to let the storm define you. It's about knowing that the storm, as fierce as it may seem, is only temporary, but purpose is enduring. Purpose is what carries you through when the road is hard, when the setbacks pile up, and when the way forward seems obscured. Purpose does not demand perfection from you. It asks for persistence. It calls for a mindset that says, no matter how rough the seas become, I will hold fast, for I know why I am here. It doesn't mean you won't feel the impact of the storm, but it does mean that you have something stronger than the storm's pull. Each person's purpose is unique, a deeply personal connection to what they value and believe. Finding that purpose and anchoring yourself in it transforms the way you handle life's storms. The setbacks, instead of breaking you, become opportunities to lean further into your purpose. The hardships, instead of weakening you, test and strengthen your resolve. Anchoring yourself in purpose doesn't remove the obstacles, but it changes how you approach them. It equips you with an unshakable resolve, a determination that is not easily swayed. With purpose as your anchor, you learn to stand firm, to weather the storm, and to rise even stronger. So when life's storms rage, when doubt tries to erode your confidence, remember to ground yourself in your purpose. This purpose is your anchor, a reminder of who you are and what you are fighting for. It's not simply a dream or a goal. It's the very reason you get up each morning. It's the fuel that powers you through challenges, the strength that makes you rise again after every fall, and the foundation upon which your resilience is built. Let your purpose anchor you, and you will find that no storm can shake what is grounded in meaning, rooted in truth, and fortified by conviction. Embracing the process of growth is one of the most powerful ways to navigate life's storms. Storms, challenges, and adversities are often seen as obstacles, things we want to avoid or push past as quickly as possible. But what if instead of viewing these moments as setbacks, we recognize them as catalysts for growth? What if we saw them as opportunities to refine, strengthen, and transform ourselves? The truth is, growth is rarely comfortable or easy. It involves stretching beyond what we know, what we're familiar with, and what feels safe. It requires us to face parts of ourselves that need refining, to dig deeper and to go beyond the surface. But embracing this process changes everything because it allows us to view every storm as an essential chapter in our journey, as a part of our becoming. Growth through adversity is a transformative experience. When we approach challenges with an open heart and a willingness to learn, we turn what could be moments of defeat into moments of profound transformation. Every challenge has something to teach us, something that strengthens our character, our resolve, and our understanding of ourselves. The storm is not there to destroy us, it's there to develop us. Each test becomes an opportunity to redefine who we are and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. But to embrace this fully, we must shift our mindset from one that dreads discomfort to one that seeks to learn from it. The process of growth is not a single event. It's ongoing, a journey with no real end, because life will always present new challenges and opportunities for growth. The storms may change in form or intensity, but the lessons they bring continue to shape us. Embracing this journey means letting go of the desire to arrive at some imagined state of perfection where we no longer encounter difficulty or challenge. Instead, it's about accepting that growth itself is a lifelong process. Every experience, every hardship, every high and low adds something unique to our journey. Each one offers a different perspective, a new understanding, or a deeper layer of resilience. This process of growth requires patience, because transformation is rarely instantaneous. It's tempting to want immediate answers or solutions, but true growth is cultivated over time. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, we too must give ourselves time to grow. Patience is a key part of embracing growth because it allows us to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. It means understanding that while we may not see the fruit of our efforts immediately, growth is happening. Beneath the surface, roots are deepening, and in time, the results will be visible. To grow through life's storms, we also have to be willing to face the parts of ourselves that we may not want to see. Growth asks us to look honestly at our weaknesses, our fears, and our insecurities. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Storms have a way of revealing things that lie beneath the surface, things we might not notice or address in times of calm. Rather than resisting this, embracing it allows us to work on the areas that need strengthening. Each moment of self-reflection, each time we face our fears or confront a difficult truth, we take a step closer to becoming our best selves. Growth is about refining and transforming, and the storm often serves as the catalyst for that transformation. When we embrace growth, we learn to trust the process, to let go of the need to control every outcome, and to have faith that we are being shaped in ways that are beyond our immediate understanding. This kind of growth requires a leap of faith, a belief that the storm is part of a larger plan that we may not yet see. When we look back at our journey, we often realize that the storms were the very things that shaped us, that taught us resilience, and that prepared us for the future. What once seemed like an obstacle reveals itself as a stepping stone, a part of our foundation. To grow is to adapt, to evolve, and to become. It means that each time we face a new challenge, we have an opportunity to respond differently, to bring a greater level of awareness and wisdom to the situation. Embracing growth means we are not the same person we were before the storm. We are continually becoming, continually moving toward a fuller expression of who we are meant to be. Growth turns the storm into an ally, a force that, while challenging, ultimately works in our favor. In every storm, there is an opportunity to grow. If we lean into that opportunity, if we approach it with open hearts and a willingness to learn, we can emerge from any storm stronger, more resilient, and more complete. Embracing the process of growth allows us to transform not only our circumstances, but also ourselves. It's the power to turn adversity into fuel for our journey and to let each storm refine us, shape us, and propel us toward a life of deeper purpose and greater strength. Focusing on what you can control is one of the most powerful responses to a storm because it shifts your attention from the chaos around you to the inner strength within you. When life's challenges come, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything we cannot change, the unexpected circumstances, the difficult people, the outcomes we wish were different. But by centering your focus on what you can control, you not only regain a sense of agency, but also cultivate resilience and clarity. You realize that although you may not be able to calm the storm itself, you can choose how you navigate it, what direction you steer in, and what attitude you maintain along the way. One of the first things to control is your response. How you respond to life's challenges often determines how you experience them. In difficult times, our natural reaction might be frustration, fear, or anger. But if you intentionally choose a response that aligns with your values and goals, you shift the power back to yourself. Instead of reacting out of frustration or despair, you can choose to respond with patience, courage, or compassion. This choice allows you to navigate the storm with intention and purpose rather than feeling tossed around by forces beyond your control. Remember, while you may not control the difficulty itself, you absolutely have control over how you approach and perceive it. You can also control your mindset. The thoughts you feed yourself during a storm shape your experience. A mindset rooted in resilience, hope, and determination becomes a stronghold in difficult times. When you focus on what's possible rather than what's lost, you open yourself up to solutions, new perspectives, and growth. Shifting from a mindset of why is this happening to me to what can I learn from this is a small but powerful adjustment. It gives you the strength to face challenges with curiosity instead of dread. Choosing a positive, growth-oriented mindset isn't about denying reality. It's about empowering yourself to find meaning, opportunity, and growth even when circumstances are far from ideal. Another area of control is your actions. While the storm may limit some options, there are always steps you can take within your own sphere. Taking constructive action, no matter how small, reminds you that you have the power to influence your life even when everything seems overwhelming. This might mean setting small goals, establishing routines, or simply focusing on the next right step. By taking intentional, productive actions, you not only keep yourself moving forward, but also strengthen your confidence and resilience. Every small step you take in the right direction counters the feelings of helplessness that storms often bring. Attitude is also within your control, and it's one of the most influential choices you can make in any situation. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing hope, believing that you will find a way through, and trusting that the storm will eventually pass. This kind of attitude allows you to face challenges with grace and composure. It inspires others around you and creates an atmosphere where solutions become possible. When you hold on to a hopeful attitude, you bring light to the situation, which can be a powerful force in dark times. Your faith or belief system is another foundation of strength that you can control. Whether it's faith in a higher power, belief in yourself, or confidence in the process of life, holding on to your core beliefs during difficult times can provide you with a steadying force. Faith acts as a shelter, reminding you that there is a purpose and a plan. Even if you can't yet see it, it brings peace of perspective, allowing you to rise above immediate challenges and view them as part of a larger journey. Cultivating your faith, especially during challenging times, keeps you connected to a source of inner strength that transcends the storm itself. You can also control who and what you allow into your inner circle. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage, uplift, and support you makes a significant difference in how you experience life's storms. Choose to let go of toxic influences, limit negative interactions, and seek out relationships that nurture your growth and resilience. Protecting your environment allows you to focus on your journey, unburdened by the unnecessary weight of negativity or distraction. The company you keep can either drain or fuel your spirit, so choose those who reinforce your sense of purpose and keep you anchored. Ultimately, focusing on what you can control brings a sense of clarity amid chaos. The storm may still be there, but by centering your attention on what is within your power, you minimize its impact on your spirit. When you invest your energy into what you can influence your mindset, response, attitude, and actions, you build a foundation of resilience that no storm can shake. You create a personal stability that is not dependent on external circumstances. In doing so, you learn to navigate challenges with a sense of purpose and inner peace. By focusing on what you can control, you also cultivate self-trust. You learn that regardless of what happens around you, you have the strength, the wisdom and the resolve to face it. This self-trust transforms your approach to life. It shifts your perspective from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. You are no longer defined by the storm. You become someone who is capable of facing any challenge with courage and determination. This mindset doesn't change the reality of the storm, but it changes how you experience it, allowing you to come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Being relentlessly resilient is a hallmark of individuals who navigate life's storms with strength and grace. Resilience is not just the ability to bounce back, it's a dynamic process that involves adaptation, perseverance, and growth in the face of adversity. Life's storms can be unpredictable and intense, but developing resilience equips us to face challenges head on rather than succumb to them. It is about maintaining a steadfast spirit, digging deep within ourselves to find the strength to endure, and rising again after every setback. At its core, resilience is rooted in the understanding that life will present challenges and difficulties. Acknowledging this truth is essential, as it prepares us for the inevitable storms we will face. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles that hinder our progress, resilient individuals see them as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective is crucial because it reframes adversity as a necessary part of life, a process that helps us develop new skills, gain insights, and cultivate strength. Embracing this mindset allows us to approach each storm with curiosity and a willingness to learn, rather than fear or despair. A key component of resilience is emotional intelligence. This involves being aware of our emotions, understanding their impact, and managing them effectively. During challenging times, it's natural to experience a range of feelings: fear, anger, frustration, sadness. Resilient individuals acknowledge these emotions without being overwhelmed by them. They give themselves permission to feel, but they do not let those feelings dictate their actions or define their identity. Instead, they harness their emotions as sources of motivation and guidance. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we learn to navigate the turbulent waters of our feelings, using them to fuel our resilience rather than drown in them. Resilience also thrives on a strong support system. During storms, it can be easy to feel isolated, but resilient individuals recognize the importance of connection. They seek support from friends, family, mentors, or communities that uplift and encourage them. This connection not only provides comfort, but also helps us gain perspective and insight during challenging times. Sharing our struggles and triumphs with others fosters a sense of belonging, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. Furthermore, when we support others in their storms, we build a reciprocal network of resilience that strengthens us all. Another crucial aspect of resilience is adaptability. Life's storms can change rapidly, and the ability to adjust our plans, expectations, and responses is vital. Resilient individuals embrace change and remain open to new possibilities, even when the path ahead is unclear. Instead of clinging to rigid ideas of how things should be, they maintain flexibility, allowing them to navigate unexpected challenges with grace. Adaptability requires a willingness to learn and grow from experiences, to reassess situations, and to pivot when necessary. It's about recognizing that the journey is not always linear and that setbacks may lead us to new and valuable opportunities. Developing resilience also involves cultivating a growth mindset. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, emphasizes the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. A growth mindset empowers us to view failures as learning experiences rather than definitive endpoints. It fosters the understanding that resilience is built over time through repeated practice and dedication. When we approach challenges with a growth mindset, we shift our focus from the fear of failure to the excitement of potential growth. This perspective allows us to take risks, step outside our comfort zones, and embrace the unknown with confidence. Resilience is not an inherent trait, it is a skill that can be cultivated through practice and intentional effort. Building resilience takes time, patience, and self-compassion. It's essential to recognize that everyone's journey is unique, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to resilience. What works for one person may not work for another, and that's okay. The key is to explore different strategies and find what resonates with you personally. This might include practicing mindfulness, engaging in physical activity, journaling, or seeking professional guidance. Whatever the approach, consistency and dedication to building resilience over time are vital. Finally, it's important to celebrate resilience both in ourselves and in others. Recognizing and acknowledging our own strengths and achievements, no matter how small, reinforces our belief in our ability to overcome challenges. Celebrating resilience creates a positive feedback loop, encouraging us to continue building our capacity to navigate life's storms. It also inspires those around us, reminding them that resilience is possible and that we can support each other in our journeys. In conclusion, being relentlessly resilient means approaching life's storms with unwavering determination, emotional intelligence, and a supportive network. It is about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, adapting to change, and cultivating a mindset that embraces learning and development. Resilience is not merely surviving storms, it is about emerging from them stronger, wiser, and more equipped for future challenges. By focusing on building resilience, we empower ourselves to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, knowing that each storm we weather only deepens our capacity for strength and growth. Through this journey, we learn that resilience is a vital part of the human experience, and in embracing it, we discover the true power of our spirit. Embracing gratitude, even amid life's storms, is one of the most profound ways to cultivate a resilient spirit and maintain a sense of hope. In challenging times, it can be easy to focus solely on what is going wrong, what we have lost, or what we wish were different. However, practicing gratitude shifts our perspective and enables us to find light in the darkest situations. Gratitude is more than a fleeting feeling. It is a powerful practice that can transform our mindset, foster emotional well-being, and create a deeper connection to ourselves and those around us. At its essence, gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, regardless of our circumstances. When storms hit, we often become so consumed by the struggle that we overlook the small blessings that remain. By consciously choosing to acknowledge these moments, whether it's a supportive friend, a beautiful sunset, or simply the breath in our lungs, we shift our focus away from negativity and toward a more hopeful outlook. This shift is not about ignoring our challenges, rather it's about broadening our perspective to include the good alongside the bad. It creates a more balanced view of our experiences, allowing us to find strength and resilience in the midst of hardship. The practice of gratitude also has a profound impact on our mental health. Research shows that regularly engaging in gratitude can lead to lower levels of depression and anxiety, improved emotional regulation, and greater overall well-being. When we intentionally focus on what we are grateful for, we activate a positive feedback loop in our minds, reinforcing feelings of happiness and contentment. This is especially vital during tough times when negative thoughts may threaten to overwhelm us. By cultivating gratitude, we create a protective barrier against despair, giving ourselves the emotional tools needed to cope with adversity. It becomes a source of strength, reminding us that despite the challenges we face, there are still reasons to hope and find joy. Moreover, gratitude has the power to strengthen our relationships. When we express gratitude to others, whether through words of appreciation, acts of kindness, or simple acknowledgments of their support, we foster deeper connections. During storms, it's the support of our loved ones that can help us weather the difficulties. By openly recognizing their efforts and the value they bring to our lives, we enhance our bonds and create an environment of mutual support. Gratitude promotes empathy, understanding, and collaboration, reinforcing the idea that we are not alone in our struggles. This sense of connection is vital as it reminds us that we are part of a larger community, one that stands with us even in the toughest of times. Embracing gratitude also allows us to learn from our experiences. Challenges often bring with them valuable lessons that we might not have discovered in calmer waters. When we reflect on our hardships with gratitude, we open ourselves to understanding the growth opportunities embedded within the struggle. It shifts our focus from merely surviving the storm to recognizing how it has shaped us and what we have learned along the way. This perspective fosters resilience as we come to see challenges as integral parts of our journey, helping us build character and wisdom. Incorporating gratitude into our daily lives can take many forms. Some people choose to keep gratitude journals, where they write down things they are thankful for each day. Others might express their gratitude verbally, sharing their appreciation with friends, family, or co-workers. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or reflection, can also be powerful tools for cultivating gratitude. The key is to make gratitude a regular practice, allowing it to become an integral part of how we approach life, especially during difficult times. It is essential to recognize that gratitude does not diminish the reality of our struggles. It doesn't mean we overlook our pain or dismiss our feelings. Instead, it allows us to hold both our struggles and our blessings simultaneously. This dual perspective enhances our emotional resilience, enabling us to navigate challenges with a sense of balance. It gives us the space to grieve what we have lost while also celebrating what we still have. Finally, embracing gratitude during storms empowers us to maintain hope. In times of difficulty, it can be easy to succumb to despair, to feel that the challenges will never end or that we will never overcome them. However, gratitude helps anchor us in the present moment and reminds us of the resources and strengths we possess. It nurtures hope by allowing us to see possibilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's pleasure to be with you, and I want to thank you, greatness. Speed need a research, re-energizing research you see just like our physical enemy. Start the day feels bright and motivated. But if we are not without us even realizing it, that's why not critical how thinking and keep the energy flowing in the right directions. We can keep our legend at us. So let's drive. Keep your mind recharged and ready to derive every day our mindset. Brings on the food we consume, our mental well-being, rivers, information, thought, and influences we allow into our bodies to thrive mentally and in emotionally. We need it and of the positions input. It is essential as balanced bodies imagine what even just junk food every day eat health. Similarly, if we feel our suffocated with and are mentally drained and in spirit when we consider positive and rise.